Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jodie and I create beauty related content here on this channel. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, make sure that you subscribe and click the bell so that you're notified every single time that I upload. Now today we've gone a bit more like Halloweeny. I've got some like cat ears on. I don't know how that makes me Halloweeny, but we're going to go with it. And in the background I've got little ghosts. I don't think you're going to be able to see. Can you see my little ghosts? Little ghost lights. So I thought for today's video we'd have these in the background while we do this video, because it's Halloween season and I love me some Halloween. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, so for today's video we are going to be reviewing the I Heart Revolution Love Spells palette. So in this collection there are two. There is the Love Spells palette, and if you saw in my haul video I also picked up Curses and Hexes, which will be in my next video for you guys. So yeah, look out for those. So this palette retails for £12, but they were doing on Revolution. If you bought the two I Heart Revolution palettes together you got them for £20, so you got a couple of pound off them. These are also available in like Superdrug as well. This palette is cruelty free and it's also vegan, and I just love it. I think it's so different for I Heart Revolution to do palettes like this, because 9 times out of 10 they're either tasty palettes or they're chocolate bar palettes, which is what they're kind of known for, but they went different for Halloween. So it's like a little book, and then when you open it up you've got a mirror on the one side and then you've got all the shades on the other. Now let's take this plastic bit off because that drives me insane. This is the colour story for this palette. It is a very pink tone palette to go with the theme of the palette itself, but you also have these flashes of green, and then you've got this duochrome green red as well. So that's just a look of the palette up close. I definitely think we're going to go a bit more pink in today's video. So not exactly Halloween spooky, but you've got to have a bit of Halloween glam in your life as well. Now before I get on into the swatches, like I like to do in my review videos, I thought I would show you against a palette that looks very familiar, which is the Morphe Jeffree Star. Now I'm not saying that you have to go out and buy this one. Obviously a lot of people now do not support Jeffree Star, which is absolutely fine. I bought this before all of like the big commotion with him kind of broke out, but if you were always wanting this palette and now you don't want to buy it, you can just go ahead and buy the Revolution version instead. They are oh, I didn't think they were that like similar, but actually now that I'm looking at it they really are, aren't they? Wow. So yeah, if you were hoping to grab this one, not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this formula. Yeah, if you were ever hoping to grab this one and now you don't want to, stay tuned and let's see if we like this version instead. So let's get on with the swatches. Okay, so I'm gonna do this kind of just like row by row. This palette contains 18 shades as well, so 18 shades of £12 is not bad at all, but let's see how they perform. So the first three, we've got two shimmers and a matte. So we've got the shade Moon Dust. Ooh, that doesn't look like that in the pan. Okay, we've got Spellbook. Love that. And we've got Beloved. Oh, creamy. Those are so creamy. I'm so impressed. Can we just say though, that first shade there doesn't look like that shade there. That's so weird, but I like it. The next row we've got Bewitched. Love that. Enchantress. Enchantress, that's really hard to say. Is that just me, or is that kind of hard to say? Enchantress, I can't say it, we're just gonna go with it. And Luna, which I did a really bad job of. Okay, ignore how bad I did with that then. That comes out a lot more red toned than what it looks in the pan. So that's those three there. So that's that shade there is that one. And they don't look the same at all. Next we've got three shimmers. It's quite a shimmer heavy palette, I'm not gonna lie. So we've got Cosmic, I don't really know how to say it, but it's a gorgeous pink colour. I think I might have to use that. And then we've got Shadow, which is the duochrome green red, which all you can see right now. Okay, next we've got Spooky, which is a gorgeous pink matte. We've got Lucky Charm, and we've got Sublime. I'm finding that these mattes and even some of the shimmers don't look the same as they do in the pan. When you swatch them, like the colours are totally different, which isn't necessarily a problem, but like some of the shades I'm like, how is that colour? And then I swatch it and it's a different one. And they're not duochrome because they're matte, they're just a different colour when you put them on. So I'm going to be very interested to see what they're actually like when we put them on the eyes. This next one is a whole shimmer row again. So we've got Element, Lurk, and Witch, which is a gorgeous green. I kind of want to use that. My only issue with the greens is that there's no green mattes to go with them. Like, it's not the most cohesive palette that they've ever made. The last row we've got one more matte and two more shimmers. So we've got Trick or Treat, we've got Magic Wand, and we've got Coven. So that's the last row. So now that we've swatched them all, I'm going to go off camera, put my Makeup Revolution eye base primer on, and then we're going to get into the look. Hey everyone, so I'm back. I've popped on my Revolution eye base. Mine's in the shade Light. It is very light. And now we're going to get on to testing this palette out. So I don't really know where to go with this palette because I want to use the greens, but greens don't really go with pink. And then I want to do pink because it's a predominantly pink palette. So, okay, I think I'm just going to go with it and do pink. I'm going to go in with the shade Spooky, I think, first, which is this one. I don't know what colour to go in with next because I've just realised that although this is quite a pink palette, the lack of mattes mean that there isn't a matte pink to now blend this out on top with. I'm kind of tempted to go in with this shade, but I don't know if it's going to be too pigmented, ruin everything. So we're going to give it a go anyway. So that's the shade Bewitched. The first shade was Spooky. I can't remember if I said that or not. So I think we might just use under the shade to then further blend out this one. It's fine. Yeah, I think that's the only trouble with this palette, is like it needed one less shimmer and to maybe have like a lighter pink put in. But it's okay, we'll make it work. Okay, I've probably moved my camera ran out of memory, so I'm sorry if the camera has moved a lot. I can't remember where I'd put it. This is definitely not a very me look. It's definitely not a Halloween look, that's all I'm going to say. But I don't really want to add green or like a dark colour on this because I'm just currently loving this. So I might take a bit of that shade we've just taken, so that Bewitch shade, this one here, and I think I'm going to add a tiny bit of it to my outer corners a little bit, just to darken up the look slightly. But I don't really want to use brown because I just don't really feel like brown really goes with the pink vibe. I think for my shimmer I was going to go in with this one. What I think I might do is take the shade Shadow first, put that kind of a bit more all over, and then take I don't know how to say it, this pink one next to it. I think I'm going to take for like the inner third maybe. So let's do that. And then I'm going to take that first brush that I took, and I'm going to take that gorgeous shade next to it. Oh, it's quite crumbly. And I'm just going to pop that kind of over the top. Like that, just to brighten it up a smidge. I don't know if that looks okay or not, or if I've just like totally made up this combo that doesn't go. I think once the whole face is on, we'll know a little. I'm back. Okay, I am gonna now take the shade Sublime and very lightly, because this comes out pink, I'm very lightly gonna just like buff out this a little bit with it. It comes out like a peachy pink kind of colour, which actually isn't what I want, but yeah, it's fine. Don't even think I was in focus for any of that. Woo. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off camera, I'm going to do my full face, I'm going to put my lashes on and everything, then we'll finish off the eye look and we'll go and do a review about my thoughts towards this palette, because I've got a few things I want to discuss. So, be right back. Hi everyone, I'm back now. I feel like, there we go. So I've done my whole face. My whole face is Revolution, mainly I Heart Revolution, just to go along with this video. Let's finish off the eye look. I haven't put lashes on because I still don't own any from Revolution. I really need to sort that out. So let's go back in with the palette. I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to do underneath my eye and my inner corner. Okay, so I think I'm going to take the shade Spooky, which is the first shade we took, and I'm going to put that one underneath the eye. We'll just talk about how blinding that highlighter is. If you are intrigued about what my highlighter is, it's the Heartbreakers blush, Heartbreakers highlighter in the shade Unique, which is like a white and a pink. I thought it would match this look really well, which it definitely does. So we love that. And then for my inner corner, I'm going to go in with a bit of Coven, which is this pink here. But if not, we're going to go back in with the shade that we put on the inner third. I think I'm just going to take a little bit of that with the shade as well, just because it's a bit more blinding. So this is the finished eye look. I really like it. I really enjoyed this palette. So let's have a bit of a review. Let's go through this palette a little bit and review it. So in terms of colour selection, it isn't my favourite colour selection. Pinks aren't my favourite looks to do. I think my only issue with this is that there are a lot more shimmers than mattes, and I am someone that prefers more mattes over shimmers. I know everyone is different, not everyone will prefer that. I do think it could have done with a few more lighter kind of colours, especially like a light pink, both shimmer wise and matte wise. I definitely think that they could have replaced like one of these kind of goldy toned shades with a matte lighter pink. I just feel like it needs just something that will blend it out a little bit, although the shade Sublime did a really good job in the end. I just think I would have preferred it, and I also would have preferred it if it had a matte green in it. Even if it matched this green, I just feel like it needed a bit more green in the palette to make the greens work. Personally for me, I'd rather there be a matte green. I know, again, everybody's different. In terms of the matte shimmer ratio, I think there are too many shimmers in this personally for me. But it is still workable. I've done a beautiful look with it, so it's not the end of the world that there isn't a lot of mattes. Formula wise, Revolution have done it again. Absolutely beautiful. I think it's one of their better palettes. I'd probably say it's on line with like their Tasty palettes. The formula is really good. It's really creamy. It went on really well. The mattes blended out really well. They're very pigmented. They're not patchy either, which is really nice to work with. And they blend into each other really, really well. Shimmers are stunning. Could probably wet them, make them even better, but personally I just never remember that I can wet my brush. I just forget that it's a thing. I love the whole packaging for this palette, and how it's like a little spell book essentially. I love that it's got a mirror in it, even though I didn't use it today. I will definitely use it on future uses of this palette. I think all in all this is a fab palette. I think the only other criticism I have is that they could do with a bit more of an inner corner shade, maybe just something a little bit lighter for the inner corner, especially because I'm quite pale. A lot of these wouldn't work, although this one does, but I'd already put that one on my inner third, so I kind of just ended up mixing it, which is again absolutely fine. I think it is a good price for the £12. Could have been 10, but got the discount for 2 for 20 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Didn't really matter for me. Yeah, all in all I would say if you're after a very pink tone palette, and if you are after that Jeffree Star Morphe dupe, this one is way better than the Morphe one. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the Morphe one at all. I've actually managed to do a look I like with this one. I've never managed to do a look I actually like with the Jeffree one, so definitely go ahead and pick this up before it's too late. If you've ever wanted the Morphe one, or you want a replacement for your Morphe one, this one is definitely the way to go. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below, and you guys will soon be seeing, because I'm pretty sure this one will go up before my next one, you guys will be seeing Curses and Hexes. If you're new to my channel and you've come just to come and see the review of this, make sure that you subscribe so that you can come and check out this video when it goes live. Don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified of every time I upload, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.